The most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. 48. Always Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. The Bruins will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The give to the single back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're setting up the screen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Encroachment defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. From the gun. Give on the inside. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. He's going to go for a big one. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll come out throwing on first down. On target to the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 10. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Second and goal for this offense. He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
It's what makes this offense so hard to stop. When you've got an athletic quarterback, you've got to worry about him in the running game. And there on the option, he makes the right decision, keeping it, and caps off the opening drive of the game with a TD.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Hands it off. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, UCLA. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Give to the back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Handoff to the lone back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. He'll keep it himself. runs through the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 3rd down, going up top. Got a man in the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
A nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it right on his guy.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, no monkey business. 1st down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wide open downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Lets it fly. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Cincinnati, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game? Fires one high and deep. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On second down, looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it down on the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Getting some heat. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Firing deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
Gets it to the back. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game time.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
And they can't make the connection on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The pitch.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
The give to the tailback. Tackle is made after the first down. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to get to him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the 1st half. This is a good start.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. Makes the grab.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
UCLA, 27, Cincinnati.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Bearcats want to move quickly.
Second down.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He unleashes a long one.
That's a great job by the DB playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they're not on the same page there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Give to the running back. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bruins will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. 1st down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Tosses it incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Looking to move it through the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the 2nd half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters from there in Pasadena today. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who Once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on second down. And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bearcats! And here they come almost all the way back.
Number 8 in the end zone.
A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Trying to punch it in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion but was denied.
27.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. This offense set up with a 2nd and short. He'll do it himself.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up. Gets it out quickly. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Bruins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, what a move. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the option. At the 45, on his way. Powers through. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Plows through the defense. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Takes the easy one to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face, because QBC's easy access. I'm going to throw the football. My receiver's got a little bit of space. He can get the 1st down. I'd like to see the defense make him work for it a little bit more.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 1st down here for the offense. They'll try the run. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense working from the pistol. He's looking for a man on second down. Short gain on the play before he slides. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. Stopped after making the catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
UCLA 30, Cincinnati 25.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, it just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game. UCLA will go back to work on offense.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Floats it out in space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 35 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner will be brought down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Swings it out to his running back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Handoff from the gun. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying to impose their will with the run. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. It's a draw. Slips a tackle and he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Offense lining up quickly.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
And the Bruins line it up with a first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And they get him down. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Pushes for the goal line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. He wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Release to the back. Got a wide open receiver. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 11 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.